It is January 31st, and this is the SC2 review, now with light. Whoa, sorry about that. What's up, everyone? It is January 31st, and this is the SC2 review. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about, especially for a Monday. So let's go ahead and get to it. On Friday night, the GSL Code S Grand Finals wrapped up, and I predicted a 4-1 win for MVP. And it went even worse than that for Marine King, as he did lose 4-0, making MVP the Code S Season 4 Grand Champion. There is an interview up on Team Liquid from PlayXP with translation from MVP, so you can go check that out. It's a pretty good interview. I like the style that PlayXP does do with their interviews, so go check that out. Also on, I believe, Saturday night, the Code A prelims happened, and Artosis was tweeting up a storm there, probably had about 50 or 60 different tweets, talking about all of the results that actually happened. So there is quite a lot, so I'm going to have to read this. Artosis ended up losing in the first round of the Code A qualifiers to OGS Goma, which is Little Boy from the Open GSL season. Somewhat noteworthy because this is one of the players that he kind of talked trash on while casting his matches. Torch lost in the fourth and final round to someone from Slayers. I believe that was a 2-1, or excuse me, a 1-2 loss. That's pretty heartbreaking for Torch, but he did let it leak that he might be casting the Code A Season 5, I believe. So I'm not really sure who's going to be his co-caster, but Torch is pretty good when he had to fill in for Artosis and Tasteless. We'll have to tune in and see how he does in the upcoming season. Spades, who just went over there from, I believe, VT Gaming, he ended up going 0-2 in the first round. And Huck, Rhett, Haypro, and Moonglade all got 4 seeded spots and didn't even have to play. That was something that wasn't announced prior to this event. And now they're all automatically in Code A, so it's great to see some more foreigners in there. And hopefully they do well. It does mean, though, that no Koreans other than the 4 that got seeded that I just said got into Code A. And big thanks to Fanes sending this into the SC2 review hotline at sc2review@gmail.com. You can do the same, and I'll say your name there for giving me some good news. So moving right along, we've got the Zotac Team Invitational Season 2 Finals wrapping up. But before we get to that, you got to know what happened in the semifinals. We had StarTel taking out TSL 4-3, and Zenix beating Slayers 4-1. This final actually happened about 12 hours ago with StarTel against Zenix, and this is how it went down. StarTel's Rainbow ended up defeating Nexon and Puzzle, putting them up 2-1, but then he lost to Nex Coca, making it 2-1. Bomber came back and took out Coca, and finally Beyond, of course, from the Code A Finals match. And this means that StarTel ended up winning 4-1. I believe GomTV broadcasted this match, and I think you could find the VODs over at gomtv.net. But don't hold me to that. I didn't actually check before recording this. Last night in the Day 9 Daily number 250, Sean took a look at the top ZVZ right now over in South Korea. Check it out over on his Blip TV channel, of course. It will be in the description. And also, if you haven't already done so, please go vote for Day 9 over at the Shorty Awards. He's currently in second place to being bested by someone named Shenaners. I'm not really familiar with anything he does, but there's a link in the description on how to do so, and please go do it. Support Sean, as he is probably one of the most important figures right now in StarCraft 2 esports. In the GosuCoaching Premier League on Saturday, I casted that with Greytorp, and we had Root versus Dignitas. And it was a quick 4-0 for Dignitas, really a 3-0, but the last game between QXE and Select was played. That means that Killer ended up beating Drewby, Select ended up beating QXE, Show ended up beating Dodor, or Dodori, I forget how you say that name, it's a weird name. And Naniwa ended up defeating Kiwi Kaki, so you can all check out the VODs over at GosuCoaching for that. Also on Sunday, the GosuCoaching Premier League carried on, and we had Fnatic MSI against Mouse Sports, and we had Mouse winning that, I believe, Straylock over TT1, Mana over Kawhi Rice, and Moro over Sin. And don't forget to check out all the results and also more information about the GosuCoaching website over at gosucoaching.com. Now, on the weekend edition of the SC2 review, I talked about the EUC.CraftCup number 28 and how it was currently live as I was recording. But you know who won? I don't, because the last update on CraftCup.com was January 7th about Efka is the CraftCup Warrior Princess. I don't give a damn about Efka and who she is, but please put the results on your website, guys. I cannot find the results anywhere for this tournament. I'm not going to look through 8 pages or however many comments were on Team Liquid. If I'm actually missing something and just went on a rant for no reason and the brackets are really easy to find, please submit that to me at SC2review@gmail.com. Because I'd love to be able to tell you guys who won this. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep ripping on CraftCup for not putting up results. God damn it! On Friday, we had the this was from the Black Dragon League, one of my favorite leagues, simply because of the name. We had Naiden 2-0ing Damaga, Naniwa 2-0ing Braddock, and Straylock losing 1-0 to Koss in the Black Dragon League. Today, Sock played against Satini and beat him 2-0, and Abver beat Mana 2-1 as well. You can check out all the VODs and more information about that league at dragon-league.com. On Friday, the Complexity Gaming weekly show match, the V, took place, and we had Tyler ended up losing to Sheth 4-3, so that means Tyler is now dethroned, and Sheth will play again on Friday, but I'm not sure if an opponent has been selected. You can, of course, go to complexitygaming.com over the next couple of days, and I will try to update that in the SC2 review in the next couple of days as well. Unless you're living under a shell, the European Team Liquid SC2 Open number 11, also known as the TSL 3 Qualifier number 4, finished, and coming out on top was White Raw in an epic finals against TLO, casted by Wheat and Wolf, and it was epic because the little one was playing random, and I believe he beat White Raw in a PvP twice, which is pretty incredible when you think about it, someone losing at their own mirror match. You can check out all the VODs over at teamliquid.net, and also go to the link in the description of this video to find out more information about that tournament. Over the weekend, we had the Starcraft charity event number 1 on Saturday and Sunday, and they ended up raising $545 for UNICEF, so good job to you guys. Great way to get kind of charity involved with StarCraft. I believe Day 9 was also on there for a little bit of an interview. I did some guest casting yesterday as well, so you can check out more information, I believe, over at ragequit.tv for the VODs there, and also in the Team Liquid thread down below. The Go for SC2 number 77 wrapped up early Sunday morning with Show beating Damaga 3-1, and the National ESL Go for SC2 monthly finals wrapped up on Sunday with Insolence beating Sock 3-1. That, of course, is Razor Inso, just in case you guys aren't familiar with that name. And I just want to say, I'm going to go on somewhat of a rant here, but I got those results from the caster of the tournament, Wolf, because ESL didn't feel like posting the results anywhere that I could find. Shame on you guys. Please update your Team Liquid threads. It's really how you're going to get more people to watch your tournament. It seems kind of counterproductive to cast a tournament and then not link to VODs or results afterwards, doesn't it? Moving right along, we had the Zotac Starcraft 2 Cup number 41 taking place yesterday, with Elfie defeating Delphi in the final. You can find more information about that at sc2.cups.gamesports.net. A lot of dots over there, and I don't believe that the brackets are even anywhere on that side. I had to get that from someone else on Team Liquid in the comments. So good job, Team Liquid community, for keeping track of the tournaments, and shame on you tournament organizers for not even posting anything about it. On Saturday, the SC Reddit number 29 wrapped up with Demorin defeating Hay in the grand finals. You can check out the VODs over at screddit.com. That's a great organization and great tournament, too. I highly suggest watching that, as they should be doing them a lot more frequently now. And on to some of the smaller tournaments. We had the NA Vile Gaming Weekly number 5 ending with Hash, or Hashi, not sure how you pronounce that, taking the final game over DD. Last night, the EU UK StarCraft.net Sunday Cup number 2 ended with Gomos defeating Simtom. The NA AMG Classic number 2 ended with Firezerg beating Ingri, or Angry, I guess is how you pronounce that. It's kind of an interesting name. There's no A in there. It's just NRG, or NGRY, excuse me. And, of course, the Giant Bomb Community Tournament wrapped up yesterday with Sinister winning. I actually casted those games with Norm from Testa.com, and if you follow the Giant Bomb or any of the Whiskey Media websites, good on you. If you don't, please go check out those sites. I don't really need to tell you, because it's probably a lot bigger than most of the websites out there that I visit anyways, and that you visit anyways as well. The link is in the description for all information about that tournament. And now on to some daily news. ESL Europe has started using some of the ICCup custom the custom maps, Test Bug and Pawn Re. And I'm not really sure about those maps, but good on ESL for actually starting to use custom maps. Also, on that same note, we had GomTV making it official that they will be using the maps that they beta tested in the Gisato Star League Challenge in its upcoming Team League starting on the 7th of February. I believe you can find more information about that over at gomtv.net. And last but not least, for the daily news, Peon, I'm not sure why I said Peen, put up a new article over at SK Gaming talking about the state of the GSL. It raises some really interesting points. You can go check that out at sk-gaming.com. Now for some shameless promotion, we've got State of the Game coming back tomorrow night. As I'm losing my voice, at 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can, of course, go to itmejp.com to view that stream. And the audio VOD will be uploaded after the show to iTunes and, of course, linked on teamliquid.net. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central, we've got JP and friends returning with LZ Gamer from Team Evil Geniuses. Make sure to tune into that, of course, at itmejp.com as well. And also, I had the utmost pleasure yesterday of joining DJ Wheat on Weapon of Choice. It was a great show. We discussed quite a lot of topics. Talked about some of the new Blizzard UMS maps like Star Jewel, which DJ Wheat is a big fan of, and also took some user calls that had some really good questions. You can find the VOD for that over at djwheat.tv. And real quick before we leave, two more things. We've got something big is apparently going on in LA right now, and I have really no idea what it is. Apparently, Control and Greetorp are moving there this week, and they're going to be bunked up together for some reason in LA. And I'm not really sure why they are doing that. Does anyone have any ideas? Please hit me up at the SC2 review email for that, and I'll be sure to ask him tomorrow night on State of the Game. And last but not least, right quick before we leave, another Tastosis Quotes video has been uploaded, this time focusing on Guinea Pig and Clyde, and it is always hilarious, as it always is with those videos. Again, if you have a tip, you can send it to sc2review@gmail.com, and please put a date in the subject, as that will help me quite a lot of bit when organizing all of this. Thanks again. Remember to follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/itmejp, and tell people about the SC2 review, please. You can also upvote or really repost, uppost, I guess is maybe the word, over on Team Liquid, as I have started a thread there. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow for the Tuesday edition of the SC2 review.